It's June 4th, 6 p.m. We're going to start the Daniel Boone Area High School Technology Committee meeting. And present with us today is Kevin Strobel,
Beverly Albright,
Preston McMahon,
Julia Olafson.
Brett Cooper, Scott Matthews.
Okay, and we'll let Scott start.
All right. Under the 2019-20 budget update, we're pretty much bringing that in for a landing at this point. The end user equipment, those leases were approved back in May, so we're just going through the paperwork details and everything there, but everything remains on target for our July 1 delivery, so no concerns there.
Money stayed the same, $80,520 a year for the leased equipment, and the iPads were $59,700?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, correct. No changes there. Under the telecom provider update, we last month I told you we were working with Ironton. That was basically a subsidiary of Service Electric, or partner with them. They've since returned a quote back to us. Two different scenarios, and we'll ultimately make the decision on which scenario once our summer work's done and our equipment upgrades. But as expected, there's up to a 50% reduction in our monthly cost, depending which way we go. The other route would be about 30% reduction. So regardless, improved savings for us, and that's still maintaining the redundant lines coming into the district that we wanted, for one on the high school, one in the middle school, just so we have backup safety.
Is that, so you picked Ironton? Lido didn't come in?
We're waiting on the quote from them yet. There'll be our comparative quote on that.
Lido.
Zito, yeah.
Yeah. L-E-D-O?
Z-I-T-O.
Z-I-T-O. Wow.
I wouldn't have known.
Me neither.
We're anticipating similar pricing from them because they are basically a direct competitor as far as that goes. So,
Are they local?
out of Reading.
Okay.
So yeah, once we have some work to do in this building specifically, just from a hardware perspective. We're looking to do that in July. Once that's complete, that'll free us up then to move forward with everything with our physical phone connection. So right now, this building runs back through the high school, that running appropriately on this side of the district rather than crisscrossing and everything else.
Right.
Any questions on either of those?
Mm-hmm.
Under the My Learning Plan, similarly in May, that was approved. Paperwork had been filed. Last Friday, we started our initial kickoff meeting with them, and that was largely just handing out templates to us and everything to start gathering user information. So that'll be moving forward. We had given them a deadline of having that online by the time our staff comes back in August, so we can roll that out to our professional staff in particular at the start of the year. They did not see any issues with that. We'll be doing the implementation for the professional development tracking as well as the employee evaluation pieces concurrently, just to achieve that August delivery date for us. Fortunately, some of that work's already set up already, just because we're using ASOP, one of their products, so that streamlines things for us. And those two products work hand in hand together, so by doing them concurrently, actually we eliminate some work because our spreadsheets can just be designed with those systems in mind rather than having to do imports and that sort of thing.
And My Learning and Frontline is the two you're talking about.
Yeah, that's
okay.
So My Learning Plan used to be its own standalone company. Frontline bought them out.
Okay.
Most people, when I say My Learning Plan, know what I mean. When they say Frontline, they haven't realized they're.
Think about your dog collar, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, that project continues to move forward as well. And again, really no hurdles really in the way of that one. That one's largely data import as far as the setup go, and then we'll do the rollout with our staff. On the student information side, we're wrapping up all of our meetings with stakeholders in the district. So we invited teachers to take a look at it, our guidance counselors, our nurses, just to do a review of Infinite Campus, just to make sure that we're not missing anything in the overall implementation. On the faculty level, we had representation from each building / level, so the primary level, the intermediate, middle, and high. And feedback was universally positive overall in the functionality. We continue to move towards hopefully an August date that will bring forth a formal proposal to you, but really no major issues with the functionality, and a lot of excitement around it because there are quite a few additional features we'll actually gain over eSchool in the process. So,
What was the proposal time frame you thought?
August.
August.
So, yeah. And that will keep us well in line for our implementation over, late fall, early winter timeframe, so we can start scheduling high school classes in the system. We can handle our kindergarten registration for next school year, so we can just import directly into that. So that gives us a nice buffer to be able to do a little bit of a more controlled rollout than trying to squeeze everything in
At one
a short
time.
time period.
Does anything transfer?
Everything.
Every transfer?
Yep,
Okay.
yep, the IU will work with us to take our information from eSchool and migrate that over. So
perfect.
student addresses, all that sort of thing, of course catalogs. Matter of aligning fields appropriately, but the information will migrate over for us.
Perfect.
That's largely really what the implementation will be, is just making sure all that information maps over appropriately. On the website front, that one, really no change from last month. We're just continuing to migrate the data over. We're focusing initially on our internal intranet. That's largely have a lot of the information copied over now, focusing on the public side. It still remains in a staged development environment, obviously not cut over or anything like that. Still working under the deadline of that first week of August, so we have it launched for the start of the school year. So that's usually when we see the uptick in our web traffic start to increase as people accept that summer's coming to an end. So hopefully we'll have that new web presence to greet them, much more user-friendly format for them, and improve content. And that'll also tie in our mobile app, ConnectEd, all those pieces. So as we share information, we can blast it out to multiple platforms at once.
One
that's-
thing, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Yep.
One thing I wanted to ask, the mobile app, right now, I'm assuming what it does it grab the information directly from the website for the app?
Yep.
So there's when we're updating things, it's not like the app has like the information from the old site and the website.
Oh, I got you.
So that one is not updated
Right,
as
yeah.
frequently.
So-
It's grabbing it in real time. from
Yeah, it grabs it in
whatever
real
would-
time, and when we make that cutover, it will point to.
So it might be grabbing old data and new data, but it's whatever's on the website, just so they match.
Whatever our public-facing website is. So right now,
Yeah.
it's the old site or the
Yeah,
current site.
I was actually wondering, because yesterday I was looking at the calendar on the app, and my daughter asked me if that was right, and I said, I think so.
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
and so just so I know that it's.
Yeah, that'll remain current. Once we cut over to the new website, that content will similarly.
Right.
It, for the most part, just dynamically resizes. Is that accurate? I mean,
Yeah.
It's not a
some
separate-
parts of it, that's basically what it is. Other parts, like the calendar integration, is coming from a Google Calendar in the background.
Sometimes formatting changes.
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
The not My Schoolbox, K-12 Payment Center for lunch accounts, that's basically just a resized
Right.
website.
Right, okay.
Other components, they actually repackage in a true
Oh, okay.
app format. So
Oh,
it
great.
just depends which option you select in there.
Right.
Let's see. On the one-to-one front, so we're in the midst of the high school student iPad collection, and I'm not going to wood that so far that's been going well. Surprisingly, only 2 iPads have shown themselves so far with a cracked screen, which is substantially lower than what I was expecting.
You mean other than the ones that you fixed as the year went
Yes.
on?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. These would be 2 that just were not
That we didn't
reported.
know,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Were
and
they
one
in
of
the
them-
system? Were they insured?
They were not.
Oh,
But
that's
one's already
nice.
paid in full, and the other one, they're both seniors, so they're not getting away.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You don't get your transcript until
Yeah.
until you fix that, I
Yep.
think.
So the one already paid up, and the other one was sure.
Got it.
Check tomorrow. But other than that, students have been working through. The majority of our senior iPads have been collected. We do have some yet tomorrow that we'll have to track down, and underclassmen are continuing to check in as they wrap up their finals and everything else. So I think we're at about a 50% mark, hovering around that mark, and then hopefully tomorrow and Thursday is when we're seeing, expecting to see the rest of the bulk of them, and hopefully just some stragglers on Friday.
How long is the turnaround time to get them back to the students taking summer classes?
So we're targeting the end of June, that week of June 24th.
Okay.
Possibly earlier. Today we were testing some things that we thought we won't be able to ramp up until next week once the kids were gone, but we were able to do this week. So,
Okay,
but really that June 24th week is the goal to ship them back out that week.
okay.
Yeah. And on the middle school faculty iPads, that distribution is this week. We'll be at the middle school tomorrow and Thursday as well. The majority of the faculty elected to receive their iPad before heading home for the summer, so we'll be distributing them. And that's really just an opportunity for them to become familiar with it, and that sort of thing, so that when we come back at the beginning of the school year, hopefully at least that initial investigation type phase is over with, and they'll be comfortable with the general look and feel of the device.
I had a question about the insurance. We're self-insuring,
Yes, correct.
and so there's going to be a loss ratio that we can kind of calculate at the end of the year. That balance, is that going to stay in that account for future? I mean,
That was the
at
original
what
intent,
time?
yes, it should roll over year over year.
And is there a period of time where at one point or another we look at it and go, this is too much money, we should probably either A, cover some of these at the outsides if that continues to be an issue, or B,
If we make
reduce it?
Yeah, if we make that, evaluation, I would suggest not doing it any sooner than the life of the lease. Because, you know what I mean? Because, these are the first years for those iPads.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest now. I'm saying
No, I know.
yeah.
But, I'm thinking there's probably going to be a bit
Because
left over at the end of the year.
it's still inexpensive. I mean, it's really an inexpensive policy, but I just hate to see us have like a 4% loss ratio and just sitting on that cash. I mean,
Right,
it
yeah,
doesn't make any
that's-
sense.
I tend to agree with really that we evaluate at the end of the lease term. Just year
Right.
one, we've made some notes, so we'll see as we go through.
As you go through what happens,
What
yeah.
our,
Those have been my experiences.
And I was-
Evaluation comes at the end of the week.
At the end of the lease,
Yeah,
exactly, yeah.
I was
Okay.
thinking that, if we had determined we needed to have the insurance be more, we would know now. But I thought that we would wait until the end of the lease if we were going to determine whether it was going to be
Great
less.
idea.
Does that make sense?
Mhm.
yeah, particularly the years 3 and 4 are particular interest to me. So
Right.
where we're at, I think next year will still be okay, but
Sure.
once you get into 3 and 4, where they've been used heavily,
Yep.
that's when I'm most curious to see what our
Right.
repair rates are, damage rates, and that sort of thing as well. But yeah, so for this year, yeah, I mean, we didn't touch really the insurance money overall.
It's good.
So,
Plus, I think they're taking care of them too. I mean, that's
I
the other
do.
good
They
sign.
really are.
They really are. I mean, they're used to carrying that technology, so.
yeah,
Those cases you bought are worth their weight in gold. They were really good.
But we're hoping that
Yeah.
protects them.
From a drop perspective, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we were pleased with how we received them back, and the students seem to be happy knowing now that they'll get their same device back. So we're hoping
Okay.
that also incentivizes in years, 2, 3, and 4, that
Take
once
better
they
care.
know they'll have the device, they'll take care of it rather
Right.
than, I did all this work to keep mine nice, now I got one that is in
Right.
less than stellar shape
Right.
the following year. So hopefully they'll appreciate that just as much. Actually, that's about it. Nothing changed really on the digital document storage platform. We'll probably start that project in August, so we're really just in the staged area for that, and the email migration and file server migration to Google, that remains as presented. We'll start that next week, actually, start the email migration, so no changes on that front either.
So next week, people will start getting the new email addresses and start,
The new email interface. They will not get a new email address. That'll all stay the same.
Okay.
It'll just be a Gmail interface.
new
rather
interface,
than
okay.
An Outlook interface, yes.
yeah, that would be really difficult.
Yeah, from the public's perspective, they will have no idea that we made the change. It'll just be impacting the employees as far as the interface look and feel.
They still have all the same features. I mean,
Yeah, it's just
they're all there. You can do
different
splits. You can do
terminology,
split.
really is what it is.
You can do pre-read panes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So good. And the last one's file server migration.
Yep, and that's just the moving away from on-premise storage to Google Drive, and that's been in progress really for the last 2 months. The teachers have been copying everything over to
Okay.
Google Drive.
Is there an end date in mind for that?
June 12th was the date we gave for the faculty,
Okay.
office staff, and everyone to work with over the summer. It's a soft date that will be disconnecting their on-premise storage. We won't totally wipe it out just to have that safeguard for people to live with it, but in the fall we'll decommission the server, and that was largely done just to avoid replacement equipment. So once that server just gets shut down, it'll go out to pasture, and that'll be it.
What's your, again, this is probably not important, but how hard is the school getting hit from a hack perspective? We changed AWS and we got crushed. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
China killed us. I mean, it absolutely drove us down. We had to take and do IP address sections, not IP addresses like China. We just had to cut completely out.
So we already do a lot of country blocking.
Okay.
So that really prevents a lot of it for us.
Oh.
I mean, North America will allow in
Right.
some European countries, but otherwise, we tried to
Right.
actually, our department, we had some fun with that because we determined one of our vendors was in Indonesia. Well, we were blocking Indonesia. We couldn't get to the site. We couldn't figure out why. It was us. We had blocked ourselves. But yeah, Russia in particular, we
Oh, yeah.
blocked.
Yeah, you have to.
And China as well.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure. I mean, because for them hitting us, they're not really going to get a lot, even if they got it. And it would be just
Right.
irritating.
Correct.
For the school, it would be a lot worse because of all the protected data that's in there, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why we just take the proactive approach is to nail it down. In the summer, we loosen a little bit up the European controls just because people travel, and we've had that already. That someone will be in Ireland, and why can't I hit the website? That was us
Oh.
locking it down.
Right.
So, but other than that, yeah, we try and block just all the.
Can they use
so we don't even have to deal with
Can
it.
they use proxy servers for that? I mean, can they do private VPNs? I mean,
They
you can hit a VPN from there. I mean, they're doing it now from here. I mean,
Yep.
they get around my stuff at home by that, you know.
Correct. Well, and that's
I-
largely why we take such a brute force attack and
Okay.
block all and then allow in some. Just because
gotcha.
yeah, they will just hit a VPN in another location.
Okay.
And technically they could hit a VPN in Canada or Mexico. We just don't
Gotcha.
see the volume of them in either of those countries like you do, particularly.
Some of the other ones,
Eastern
yeah,
European
exactly.
Countries have a lot of the VPNs.
Okay. I don't have anything else.
I had a question about the very recent state of storms we've had overnight. How has the network been holding up?
So I'm going to wood again for that one. Overall, fairly well. This side of the district, the Amity side, when there was
There
a
was a-
non-weather related.
Yeah, there was a, yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
That took us down briefly, but MedEd rerouted it before really any hard outages go. It
Any,
should-
and I know this is not quite technology, but were there any power outages in the buildings?
Yes, oh yeah, yeah.
There were, and our uninterruptible power sources,
The-
was it long, I mean, or was it too long for it to be
The-
even helpful?
The batteries stayed on. Amity does go to a generator. Middle school still needs to have generator power to our location.
Okay.
And this building as well.
Okay.
Amity, we very rarely ever see.
I
any
was just
emergency
curious
because of it.
how we stood up. you
Yeah,
know.
this side of the district,
That-
this school year has been much more problematic just in general, and I see it, I watch WeRTV and all around Douglasville on Facebook, so I see the neighboring areas. It's not the buildings, it's just the Amity area has been problematic.
I see.
I think it's more so.
So I guess, how HVAC system held up is a question for Casey, and I will ask it another time, but I was just curious how we were doing. Because I know that it can, if it's not great, I know it can impact you in that, like, half of your day could be fixing it,
Yep.
and so
Yeah,
it's good that that's not
fortunately,
happening.
all the outages have been confined to the light of our battery power. Once the battery's drained, that's when it gets a little more interesting for us, but.
And we
haven't had
bought
that
new
yet.
uninterruptible power sources last year, right?
What's that?
Did we bought new?
Some, and then this summer's the big purchase to get.
okay. To get the
easier
rest of them.
batteries in. Yep.
Okay, okay.
Anybody else? Okay, that concludes our meeting. It's 6:20.